not looking at cutting in the most critical areas where life is where lives are going to be threatened, where if they don't get these transplants or they don't get some of these services, they could actually either lose their life immediately, or their life or their quality would be greatly shortened and reduced. But I want to give you an example why you don't necessarily need to raise taxes. I serve as the vice chairman of the health committee, and one of the things that we have been looking at is our behavioral health services, and maybe some of you in here are in that. There is a lot of administrative costs involved in these services that don't ever make it down to the clients. And let me give you an example. Behavioral health. Maricopa County alone, we're going to spend about $600 million on behavioral health services. Okay? Before it gets to the provider, that money is going to go to the Department of Health Services. And the Department of Health Services, they'll pass it through, but they'll take a little bit of administrative cost out. And then it'll go to the Department of Behavioral Health Services in the department. And in the the Division of Behavioral Health Services, which is part of the department, and they'll take a little bit of slice of administrative cost. Now, some of that money is Title 19 money, which comes through Access. And of course, Access gets its little piece of administrative costs. And then it goes to what is called the REBAs. The REBA, who is the one who is in charge of dispensing that money out to the providers, gets about an 8%, about 7.5% administrative cost. So there's money that's taken off of it there. Then now what they're setting up is the provider network services, which are little REBAs underneath the REBA to manage the providers. And of course there'll be probably a few $1 million there in administrative costs before that money even gets to the provider.